Hey guys, back with another commentary, and you didn't have to wait 3 months this time.
Based on the timing of that joke, it sounds like the whopping 6 people who enjoyed this video are a little slow.
Your joke doesn't even work that well either, because not only does your acting suck the left toe of Jerry Lewis, but the editing was so choppy in that segment the cheer clip doesn't make it any better, as there's a pause between your line and the cheer clip, and it just comes off extremely awkward.
So has anyone heard of Lance 1000? Yeah, me neither, but apparently he's a commentator who's done a few commentaries on Gurigolo X. Whoop-de-doo.
Hey, it was a big enough deal for you to make an entire video on it, so I don't think you really want to talk.
But here's the problem. His commentary was utter crap, and since there really has been no other commentary on this video, besides Future Bloods, which wasn't all that good in my opinion, I'll be taking a crack at it.
Going forward more and more, don't ever give up on your dreams you had before, and don't cry today, move on my way.
Jesus mighty alive, this intro by itself pisses me off. I've seen this intro used by people like Vinyl Brony. The visuals on its own is unoriginal, but it's also freaking lazy, as you're doing nothing but using a stupid template for your intros.
Okay, what is all this bullshit? You have the video boxed into this small area where I can barely see it, especially on my phone where I'm writing this script. Some text at the top to patronize us in case we somehow forget what the fuck we're watching. And I have to look at what's-his-face from Fairy Tail staring at me drooling the whole fucking video. There was nothing wrong with how you used to edit, and even if you did feel the need to change things up a bit, why not do it in a way that actually improves the video instead of just hurting my eyes?
Oh yeah, I remember this train wreck of an idea. I remember you specifically showing me this template. Sadly for you, this was shown to me at 2 in the morning, or else I would have told you that this template is complete jumbled up garbage. Not only is you scrunging up the video like that bad on its own, but the border around the video is so poorly placed around the video that it legit bothers me. How you thought any of this was a good idea is on the great spirit of George Clooney, and I would like a refund this very instant.
Yet another commentary on Gurigolo X. Now, this commentary is going to be a little different than my last commentary on him, and all my other commentaries, because I'm doing a commentary on a commentary. Yes! The first time ever I'm doing a commentary on a commentary.
Oh hey, tiny boxed in Lance. The Department of Redundancy Department called. I had to pick it up for Revon because he was too busy staring at me like an idiot to notice an obvious flaw with your video.
Started, shall we?
Now before I start the video, I want to give a little background. The video I'm commentating on today was made by a user named Lucian Pinchilopans, whose name is so hard to memorize, I'll just call him George.
Really? Are you serious, Guri? Like, seriously? Instead of just calling him, like, Illusion Pans or something like that, you're just gonna call him George just because he has a longer username? Oh, laziness. For sure.
It's not the most creative name, but then again, you're not one to think outside the box either, buddy.
Because that totally refutes his argument and isn't just a pointless, unfunny remark. What does him not thinking outside the box, quote-unquote, have to do with anything he said? You seriously had to stretch this far to come up with a criticism of a Lance 1000 video? You know what, just go back to staring into space and doing nothing. You sounded a lot smarter that way.
Anyways, the following video George made was something I've wanted to commentate on for a while, but just recently he just took it down for some reason. I don't know why.
That's probably because he just realized that you can't take criticism and would make a video like this.
Okay, this is a minor thing that could be taken as a nitpick, but as a person who likes to boast his massive editing fetish, I have to point this out. Every time Revon interjects, the background goes away for half a second. This wasn't me closely analyzing the video either. It's extremely noticeable and can be very irritating to some viewers. So bottom line, fix your editing before uploading your video.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up about Flappy Bird.
Wait a second. Is that Symphonia?
I believe you're commentating on the wrong video here, sir.
Since when does a commentary have to stick to one video? I've seen this argument a lot, especially on multi-degrees, and it just seems really arbitrary. Granted, this did sort of come out of nowhere on Lance's part and came off as confusing, but you never elaborated on that. You just said, ugh, you have to stick to one video because no you. Also, see how me criticizing Lance's video actually added to my argument against you? If that's not proof your claim is bullshit, I don't know what is.
Sweet Kentucky Fried Chicken! I can't go a whole minute without finding issues with this video, can I? So not only does your god-awful template exist, but your avatar has the ability to just go outside of the boundaries, therefore making your editing look sloppier than a family of 7 at Pizza Hut on a half-price Tuesday? I mean, I know I'm lingering on all the problems with Revon's presentation, but this is a major issue with this commentary, as Revon does not have the skills needed to pull off most of these edits, so it just looks like he's trying to do more than what he can handle, so it comes off as extremely cringeworthy. I bring up this fact as I am also reminded who I'm commentating on. Oh, wombo combo!
Wow, I'm not just criticizing his commentary, I'm criticizing the video that this guy is commentating on too.
What you really shouldn't be doing. Here's a hint. If you can't find enough material in one video to do a commentary, don't do it.
Hey, look, more arbitrary bullshit. Again, how is covering more than one video bad? This is another case of you not elaborating enough, because while Lance going after that troll video was dumb and could have been made clearer, there are situations where covering multiple part videos or a series of videos or a combination of videos relevant to one topic, or again, multi-degrees, where that sort of stuff can work. But that's hard to see when you're too shallow to address anything without throwing fucking blanket statements everywhere.
Why is there better games to play? You don't explain anything in the video. You just, oh, I did
Oh god. George, don't fucking mess with your mic like that.
You have kind of a point there, but still, what about if he just has a crappy mic and it's not his fault? Because that sounds like a crappy mic to me. Have you ever thought of that, Guri? Like, seriously?
Even if George can't get a better mic, which he should, there are several free ways to fix the problem. Hell, Audacity has an effect specifically for problems like that.
If you've ever actually used Audacity's noise removal, you know it's not a fucking magic wand you can just wave around and get rid of all your mic quality issues. From the sound of it, he very well could have used Audacity already. Not to mention, the background removal is more for background noise, and the issue came from him yelling into his mic. If you were to use noise removal on that, it'd just screw up the audio. In fact, let me demonstrate.
anything in the video. You just, oh, I did.
Yep, no audio issues here.
Well, it's just a dumb, short little video I made telling people not to play Flappy Bird. I don't need to tell them why, and I don't need to put effort into it. This isn't like some sort of, some sort of analysis on why you shouldn't play Flappy Bird. No.
Well, it kind of is, because you're telling people directly not to play a game. And it kind of is that, actually. Objection!
Well, actually, according to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, an analysis in noun form is a careful study of something to learn about its parts, what they do, and how they relate to each other, i.e., not just saying something and being done with it.
Am I the only one who finds it ironic that he reads what an analysis is and in the same video can't do that correctly himself?
Oh, America, Russia, China, I'm Chinese, I'm American, I'm Russian.
Why is he using Speakonia when clearly you know he has a microphone? Seriously, why?
Well, why not use Speakonia? If I want to use Speakonia, I think I should be allowed to use it. Also, I don't find Speakonia hard to listen to myself.
Well, if you want to use it, use it. Good for you. But if you have the means to record your own voice and not just use this program, I think you should use your voice.
Coming from the person who thought an analysis was just a blunt opinion, I'm surprised your brain even lets you give advice.
Okay, I have so many issues with this one section that physically hurts my brain. One, there's a chance it was probably cut out, but Revon's last interjection was around 6 minutes in, and he says absolutely nothing for almost a minute and a half. This goes into problem number 2. What was the big reason for him to make us wait for so long? So he could interject to Lance with an insult, not debunking his point, not saying anything related to what he said, but bringing up a point he got wrong earlier in the video and using it to insult him. You made me wait a minute and a half for that? I mean, I knew you were an underwhelming commentator, but even for your standards, this crap is unacceptable.
Like, why wouldn't you?
Well, it's taking you an awfully long time to say something, George.
You do have a bit of a point there.
I can tell from this drawing the vacant space where Lance's brain should be confirms my suspicions. You gonna say anything yet, Revon, or are you just gonna sit there with your mouth hanging open? Fair enough.
But he was just taking a few seconds. It wasn't like 2 minutes or anything. It's still pretty bad, but it's not nearly as bad like you're saying, oh, I'm waiting for you to say something. Like, seriously?
Well, if George knew how to properly edit, then he could have fixed that problem.
Oh, you're one to fucking talk. Remember that awkward pause in that joke you made at the beginning?
Listen, as a commentator, audio quality is key. Most of the time, your audience will be seeing static images, and not a lot will be happening. So it's really easy for them to focus on the audio quality.
Well, if we're going by that, your mic isn't exactly stellar.
And seriously, this kind of stuff is done on the internet all the goddamn time. People use clips from various movies, people use licensed songs for music. If what I did was wrong, then practically the whole internet must be at fault too.
I could give you that, Curry Girl X. You did have a good point there.
So the moral of the story...
Not gonna point out him stopping the entire video to agree with Guri? Fair enough.
is that modern games are better than Mega Man. Good night, bitches.
Oh, so apparently he just had to remind me about my last commentary on him. Okay. Also, Curry Girl X, please be more constructive in the future. Wait, I just did a commentary on a crappy commentary on a crappy commentary. God help me.
Actually, I did a commentary on a crappy commentary, on an okay commentary, on an annoying commentary.
Eat a cactus.